Hey, what's up you guys? This is Devin from crunchgear.com, and this is just a quick rundown of the features of the Camileo, the Toshiba Camileo H30. This is a little budget, compact camcorder, and it really is this tiny. Like this is it. Let me get you a. It's about the size. Well, it's much smaller actually than a can of pop or beer or whatever. It's incredibly tiny. It's got its little flip-out screen, just like the usual camcorders out there. It's basically just your average camcorder, just incredibly tiny. So like every other inexpensive camcorder out there these days, it's got its issues with image quality and some other stuff though. So let's take a look at some sample video really quick, and then we'll come back to me on the couch.
Alright, so it was a nice day. I decided to just go outside and shoot some of the flowers outside my apartment. You can see it's pretty well saturated. The sky was actually that blue. It was a nice day, but you know, it has that sort of oversaturated look. You're not going to see a lot of detail though, because with the double encoding, of course, it's going to lose a lot of detail. But you don't have a lot of detail to begin with. But when you get up close, you can actually, with its little macro mode, you can do pretty well. And it's great for getting flowers and pets and probably kids, although I didn't have any kids to try it on. The zoom had a little trouble focusing. I don't know why it focused on the wall behind it. When I zoomed out a little bit, see, it catches it there, but this is the zoom range. That's about all the way in, with this 5 times the zoom. Anything more than that you really don't need. They're just trying to get a little extra money out of you. And here I wanted to test out how fast it can switch focus. See, that's pretty quick. Relatively fast, anyway. Exposure is a little bit slower. Here's just another shot showing some of the image quality. Notice on the left you can't see a lot of detail in the bricks and in the bark there on the tree. And here's, well, it's my book collection, but I wanted to show off the skew. When you go left to right on these, on a camera like this, you can see it sort of bend to the left or the right. Now I'm going to do it faster. See how that is? I mean, the books aren't actually at angle. They're all straight up. I'm very particular about that. But you don't see it as much when you go up and down like that, but it's there too. And then in a more real-world situation, let's say you're looking over to the right, somebody calls you in the kitchen or whatever, you can see how anything's straight really. Oh, and here's, yes, this is me actually writing this review using the time-lapse function here to check it out. And playing a game. That game is really hard.
So now you've seen the video, and you can kind of see what I'm talking about, right? You saw the skew where it was wobbling back and forth, and Jesus. And you saw, it's kind of hard to see once it's been re-encoded for YouTube, but you can see that there's like a lack of detail in, stuff where there's a fine pattern, like say tree bark, or, the bricks on the wall outside, that kind of thing. You're not going to be able to capture that with any pocket cam, and you can't really capture it with the H30 either. But for general purpose, shooting around, having, just putting it in your luggage to, shoot whatever on vacation, it's a perfectly good camcorder. So, and at $180, it's only a little bit more than your average flip or something like that. So I would recommend this over like a flip HD or something like that, just because it's got a slightly better lens, it's got a more natural like hold to it, it's got the strap and everything, and it's got an optical zoom, which is very nice, for obviously all the things when you need to zoom. So, but you should be aware of the image quality problems. Other than that though, it's a fun, compact, and attractive little camera that is worth your money if you're interested in a traditional style camcorder.